Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Roth, and today I found an amazing book that I think you guys might like, and I am going to read it out loud. And that book is If I Were a Tree by Hosta. I think this book is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and it has a great message. Some other books that Hosta has written, Mavis and Her Marvelous Mooncakes, I Love the Night, and I Love the Alphabet. Some of those you may know, some of them you may not. Um, this book was inspired by Darhosta's late sister. She passed away, and her sister had a fascination for trees and just absolutely loved their beauty and what they brought to the world. And so this book is dedicated to her. All right, let's begin. Oh, how would it be if you were a tree? If I were a tree, my favorite colors would be green and yellow and orange and red. If I were a tree, I would have conversations with the sky and the sun and the stars and the moon. If I were a tree, I would wave to you whenever the wind blows. How would it be if you were a tree? I want you guys to start thinking about that question. What would it be if you were a tree? Or how would it be? How would you be if you were a tree? If I were a tree, I would bring you a burst of blossoms in the springtime. Beautiful art. If I were a tree, I would give you cool shade in the summer. If I were a tree, I would show you colorful leaves in the fall. If I were a tree, I would be quiet and still and patient through winter's chill, and I would let snowflakes rest on my branches. So how would it be if you were a tree? Think about that, guys. Remember, what would you be if you were a tree, and how would it be? If I were a tree, I would be a pear tree and bear a season's golden treasure. I would be a lemon tree, and life would be forever sweet, which is funny because lemons are indeed not sweet. They are quite sour. I would be an apple tree so that you could make a pie. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? Think about that. I would be a cherry tree just to make you cheery. Birds resting on the cherry tree. I would be a city tree and remind you of the whispers of leaves. I think trees make cities a lot better, aesthetically pleasing. I would be a happy tree and a friend to all the creatures of the earth. If I were a tree, my branches would always be full of song, and I would cradle a nest for you to come home to. Think about all the animals that call trees home. Oh, yes, if I could not be, it would be nice to be a tree. And that, my friends, is the last page of If I Were a Tree by Darhosta. And the page after that, so it's not actually the last page, but it's the last page of the story. Um, After that, there's some uh, definitions of particular parts of the tree and what they do. So as you guys see up here are the leaves of the tree. What the leaves do is they basically take the energy from the sun and convert it into their own energy that they use for food. This process is called photosynthesis, and that's basically how trees grow big and strong and eat and consume. trees and every other plant, or most, because there is some carnivorous plants. They're kind of scary. Um, Trees have been on the earth for over 370 million years. I don't think you guys know how long that is. None of us have ever existed. Humans have not existed that long. That's way before us. That's the dinosaurs, guys. And all the leaves together make up the crown of the tree. So the shape of the tree on the top, all those leaves, so this outline around the trees, that's the crown. So basically the top green shape of the tree, that like little circle, that half circle is the crown. Small branches are called twigs. I'm sure you guys know what those are. They hold up the leaves. The branches support the leaves and the twigs, and the trunk supports the branches. So as you can see, they're all connected. And from that trunk, it goes down to the roots, and the roots, of course, pick up the nutrients in the soil and the water to help the tree grow big and strong. So continuing, to the benefits of trees. Forests reduce soil erosion, which is basically they hold the dirt in place. They don't let floods happen, and they help keep crops down. Um, Trees grow everywhere on Earth, from the chill of the Arctic Circle to the heat of the equator. Trees grow fruit, nuts, and flowers, nutrients for us. They grow food for us. They're home to plants, animals, help produce oxygen. They generate food that we eat for our nutrients. I mean, we can't just grab the sunlight and eat it like trees can. We actually need to consume things like a carrot or a burger. um, uh, Trees grow everywhere on Earth, Arctic Circle to the hottest place on Earth, which is the equator, which is the line through the middle of the Earth that is so, so hot, where deserts lie, where rain doesn't show, and where things die and so dry. No water. No, there is trees though. There are trees. And trees are so beneficial. They help make the earth a more beautiful, cleaner, healthier place. And without trees, the world would be a mess, and most certainly us humans wouldn't be able to survive. Um, so the message of this story by Darhosta, the most beautiful, if I were a tree, in this gorgeous, gorgeous book, the the main idea of it is that you need to be your own individual, and every individual is unique, special, and they bring something to the world. They all have their own purpose. Uh, Everyone has their own unique gifts, appearance, shape, size. Everyone is unique, and although you're unique, you are still special. And your uniqueness, just because you're different than someone else, doesn't mean that you're less than them. And I think Darhosa is trying to show us that it's your job to create a place for you in the world and understand your identity and your individuality. You are your own person, and someone can't take that away from you. And you, as your own person, you can have a positive effect on the world, just like every unique tree does, has that positive effect. You can be like that tree and have that positive effect as well. So what we're going to do with this is first we're going to have a little 5 question Kahoot assessment. I'm going to ask you some questions regarding what I read to you guys in If I Were a Tree. Then we are going to, in class, we're going to have we are going to have a paper circuit activity, which is going to consist of a paper circuit, which you guys probably don't know what that is, but it is a circuit that uses a conductive cloth and a battery, and it uses this battery and cloth to conduct electricity into a light bulb and make it light up. So it's basically just how every light in your house works, but it's not paper. It's like actual metal and stuff. I'm not too sure. I am not an electrical engineer, but I do know how to make a paper circuit. And you guys are going to make your very own tree. So this tree is going to be unique, and it's going to be based on whatever you feel like. I want everyone to have a different tree. I don't want any tree to be the same. I want it to look beautiful, and I want it doesn't have to look beautiful. I mean, it can just be however you're feeling. I just want it to be a unique tree that you feel would be what would look like if you were that tree, or just however you feel. And you guys are going to tell me where you want your sun. So you're going to have a sun, and that sun is going to light up, and the way it's going to light up is through the paper circuit that I am going to make for you guys. So you're going to have to tell me where you want your sun, and I'm going to make a paper circuit to place a light and get it to light up where your sun is. And you guys are going to just place the battery and actually make it light up. So that little light just symbolizes lighting your tree up, giving it the sunlight that it needs to grow big and strong. And yeah, that's about it, guys. And on a final note, positive message of the day: make someone smile. All it takes is something small. It doesn't have to be giving someone $1,000 or uh, I don't know, saving someone's life from a car crash or something like that. Just make someone smile. Just do something small, do something nice. Holding the door for someone, that's always a good one. Just be kind and try your best to make someone smile. Cause, well, I think at least if everyone just tried to make someone else smile a little bit harder, then the world would be a lot better of a place, and a lot more people would be happy. So, on that note, guys, I love you. I'm out. Peace.